So here's how Talking Matters works. Gather around you some people that you want to build connected relationships with, or people that you're desiring to help or grow with or connect with. It's really easy. You can take a deck of Talking Matters cards, put it in your pocket and go for a walk. You can put it in your drink holder as you're on your way to work or on your next vacation or where you're traveling. When I play this game every week in my small groups that I facilitate, you can gather the people around a table and they can each choose a deck of Talking Matters cards, an area where they each want to grow. For example, in my Tuesday morning group, we've met for over 2 years at the local coffee shop, Tim Hortons, and there's pastors and teachers and leaders in that group. One of the pastors lost a parent recently, and grief matters has been on the table. Another teacher is going through all kind of challenges in their school. Learning matters is on the table. My father's in the group, and he loves music, and we have music matters on the table. We have another pastor in town going through challenges in their church, and church matters might be on the table. And I love to put the challenge round right in the middle. And when it's your turn, you pick up a card, you read the card, and anyone can participate in that conversation. So when there's 5 people in the group, you get 5 options when it's your turn. The conversations will never end. And the relationships will grow deeper the longer you play Talking Matters together. Always make room for new people who are coming into your group, and back up and start with the invitation round when you include new members till they get used to playing Talking Matters. In order to get buy-in with children and teens, I turn Talking Matters into an interactive game. You'll put the areas up where each kid or family member picks a deck, and when it's their turn, they pull a card from the Kids Matter pile and read it and answer the question, and then the next person goes. And they can turn it into points, and the more they disclose, the more points they get. I've used it with kids as well to get buy-in. You flip over a card, you read the card, and how many points do you get? 18 points on your turn, and you turn it into a competitive game. You can use it with checkers or chess or Jenga. Whenever you take your next turn, you read another card, and it's not just about the game. You're building connected relationships and trust. One of the funnest ways that I've used Talking Matters with families and small groups is turning a checkerboard into a grand adventure with Talking Matters. Let's say you're having challenges dealing with your emotions, so you might have feelings matter. You might have people who are having a hard time understanding and respecting one another, so you might have people matter, and words matter because they're not sure how to communicate well yet. Or you might have some kids in the group, so you have the Kids Matter deck. You can let each person choose their team, whatever they're into, whatever they collect. We've got Elsa and Anna and Olaf and Brave on this team. You might have a team of superheroes or villains or minions or animals. And every time you take your turn, you're playing 4-way checkers. Imagine a big table. And if you don't have a quilted blanket like this, you can just flip the cards over and create your own checkerboard with the cards. And every time you move off a space, you flip over that card. And so in order to get king, you have to go all the way to the other side of the board. You're playing Talking Matters the whole time you're playing, and you get to pick from the 4 decks 1 card each time it's your turn. If you have 2 on this team, you might have 2 moves. And it gets really competitive as each one's trying to get to the other side to get kinged and win. Talking Matters has endless applications. It can be used in your church, in small groups, in your schools, in your workplace. It can be used in your home or around the dinner table as you invite guests in. You may use talking matters as you're going to a restaurant or your favorite coffee shop. Just bring some decks along and flip over cards. The conversations will deepen the longer that you play and build trust. But I just want to invite you to go to spiritdriven.org and begin to invest in these tools, because they're life-changing and your relationships will continue to grow and deepen.